All right, the next lift we're going to do for our lower body are inside-outside squats. Now you're going to need your light dumbbells. Now getting your light dumbbells, putting the heads of the light dumbbells together, thumbs pointing towards each other, you are going to step out laterally with your right leg. Now you're going to keep that left leg straight and go straight down with the weight, getting down low and bringing it back up to the middle. Do a squat in the middle. Then you're going to step out laterally with your left leg. Keeping that right leg straight, you're going to do a squat here, bring it back to the middle, and another squat, raising your arms straight forward for a front raise while you do that squat. That's one rep. Then you're going to do it again. And to the middle, and out to the left, and back to the middle. That would be 2. And then you go out from the side to the middle, to the other side, and to the middle is 1. Now you are going to do 2 sets of 15 repetitions. Now if you want to make this easier, just drop the weights completely. When you go out for your side squats, you don't have to squat as low. If you want to make these harder, every station that you go to, when you squat down, hold it for a 2 to 3 second count before you bring it back up to the middle. Now again, that's going to be 2 sets of 15 reps. All right, let's get started with our 4 core lifts. Now, first lift we're going to do is going to be the ab roll using the stability ball. Now, using the stability ball, doing the ab roll, you got to get your hands either in a fist or straight out on the ball in front of you. Now, what you're going to do is keeping your abs tightly engaged, lower back tightly engaged. You're going to roll out on the ball, hold it for a 5-second count, 3, 2, 1, and then you're going to bring it back in. So you're going to go out holding it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then bringing it back in. Now, if you want to make this a little bit harder, what you do is start with the ball out a little bit further from you. With the ball out here, when you extend it out, it's going to cause your abs to get even more engaged, and it's going to add resistance to the lift. And if you want to make this a little bit easier, just start with the ball a little bit closer to you, and it'll make the resistance a little bit less. Now, we are going to do 2 sets of 10. On each rep, when you go out, at the end, you're going to hold it for a 5-second count before you roll it back in. Again, that's going to be 2 sets of 10 reps with a 5-second hold. All right, the next core lift we're going to do are called full sit-ups. Now we're going to do these up on the stability ball. You're going to get yourself in a full upright position, seated on the stability ball. Now when you go down, all you're going to do is rock your knees forward. So you rock your knees forward and you go down, and then you push it straight back up forward. So you come down and extend it straight back up forward, keeping your abs tightly engaged the whole time. Really squeeze them and push on the way up. So we're just coming down and bringing it right back up into seated position, down, up into seated position. Now for these, we're going to do 2 sets of 20 to 25 repetitions. If you want to make these a little bit easier, don't go down as far. Just come straight up to here. Just go down slightly and back up. If you want to make these a little bit harder, all I want you to do is increase the amount of repetitions you do. Instead of doing up to 25, bring that up to 30, 35, and even 40 if you can get that high. Now again, it's going to be 2 sets of 20 to 25 reps. All right, the next lift we're going to do for our core is called Supermans. Now to do Supermans, you need to get down on the floor on your stomach. Now how these work, getting down on your stomach, you're going to extend your arms up above your head and legs out. Now what you're going to do is all at the same time, you are going to lift your arms and legs up off the ground, squeezing through your lower back all at the same time. So for every rep, you're just going to come up for 1, squeezing it, and down. Up, 2, down. Up for 3, and down. Now, you are going to do 2 sets of 15 reps. Now, if you want to make those a little bit harder, every time you go up, hold it for a 3 to 5 second count before you bring it back down. And to make it easier, just don't hold as long and bring it back down, or you can do less repetitions. But again, that's going to be 2 sets of 15 reps. All right, the last lift we're going to do for our core is going to be alternating crunches using our light dumbbells. Now go ahead and get on your stability ball and get down in crunch position. Now what you're going to do with your dumbbells is extend those straight up in front of your eyes, and you're going to drive straight up towards the ceiling. Make sure you don't drive this way. You want to drive straight up towards the ceiling, but we're going to alternate right arm and left arm. So it's going to look like this. Going up for 1, 2, 3, and we're going to take that all the way up to 20 repetitions. Now you're going to do 2 sets of 20 reps. Now if you want to make this easier, just drop the weights completely. And if you want to make it harder, each time you go up, you're going to hold it for a 3 to 5 second count on each arm on every single rep. Now again, that's going to be 2 sets of 20 repetitions. This week, I'm going to ask you to do something to motivate yourself. Think about in the area of health where you want to be by the end of 2009. And you're going to take that thought and I want you to write it down on a piece of paper. And I want you to set it next to your bed. Read it every night before you go to bed and read it every morning as soon as you wake up. What that is going to do is going to keep that goal in the front of your mind, and it is going to help you push to attain and reach that goal if you keep it at the front of your mind and remind yourself constantly where it is that you want to be in 2009, and use that for your motivation to stay on the right path to reaching your goal. For this week's nutritional tip, I get to talk to you about my favorite fish. Now, which happens to be salmon. I actually grew up loving salmon. I mean, it's so rich and juicy. It tastes so good. By far my favorite. Now, I didn't know till later on in my life that, the health benefits of salmon. I mean, even to this day, salmon is considered a superfood because it's so good for your body. It's so good for your heart. In 2002, the American Heart Association recommended that you have 2 servings of a fatty fish every week, like salmon. Now, these fatty fish, like salmon, they are loaded with your omega-3 fatty acids, which are great for your heart. They help to lower the amount of triglycerides in your blood and increase the amount of HDL cholesterol in your blood, which is the good cholesterol. So now you have a reason to add my favorite fish to your diet.